Finally, the long-awaited developers notice here. So, unfortunately, this one is like a month late, right? It only pretty much covers the update that's happening on the 26th of September, as well as some changes in October, right? But yeah, we're still gonna go through it. It is the new PD, right? The new director of the game, pretty much, and not a great start. When the developers notice like 20 days late, but yet again, we're just gonna read through it and see what's new. So first of all, a new PvP mode is happening. Okay, so the PvP mode, it seems that there will be units only, right? There will be no summoners in here. There will be a total of 3 teams of 4 units, so you will need 12 in total. And yeah, based at least on this screenshot, right, I'm guessing you will not be able to control them manually. Because, okay, first of all, right, if you are able to control units manually, one of them has like bigger skill icons and clearly shows which like button you have to click in order to use those skills. Unfortunately, this one looks like all of them are the same, right? So my guess would be that this will be a full auto content. You will not be able to control the units, like switching skills, using skills, all of that, right? But then again, I know that summoner balance is difficult, especially with the recent changes. There's a lot of controversial changes. So yeah, I'm kind of excited to see units only, because it will actually showcase which units are broken and which units are balanced, instead of just blaming summoners for most of the choices in the unit picks, yeah? Next up, there will be a new growth jump system, right? So I have received details about this a little bit earlier on. I was unfortunately not able to disclose them, right, because it was confidential. But this will essentially be a system where if you have a summoner that is level 80 or below, you will be able to do some sort of like mechanic or special quests, and they will be able to raise your power up to around 750 to 800k. Now, I have previously done beginner guides where you could raise that to like 600k in a few hours, right? So the jump after that becomes quite a bit more difficult, right? So the jump for to 750, potentially up to 800k is quite huge, because in my eyes that will most likely involve sort of like almost fully building your whole summoner, right? So perhaps we will get something like, I don't know, maybe plus 12 Nitigia or something like that, right? I have no clue about this. I haven't seen details about this specific thing, right? But overall, that looks very promising, and I will make sure to test it out whenever it comes out, because you know I love creating new accounts for this game for whatever reason, right? So yeah, we'll test it out. Perhaps we might even do a live stream. We'll see about that. Now, next up is just 2 lines of text, but trust me, this might be very, very significant. Summoners and monsters AoE damage will be decreased in the battlefield on Guild's Rival. So I haven't played Guild Rivals myself. I don't even know what the mode is. I'm assuming it's like I think it was like a 15 vs 15 or something like that, but yeah, no idea. I'm mostly familiar with Battlefield. Units like the chickens, the Wind Chicken, Light Chicken, were a massive problem in there. They are massive AoE skills with insane damage. They ignore the anti-crit runes, all of that, right? Super broken, but they are nerfing AoE damage. So first of all, it will affect the chickens. What I'm most scared about it is it does affect all other AoE damage. So there is a lot of AoE damage in the game. Pretty much every summoner has AoE damage. For example, Kina, Cleave, Soleda, at least some skills of Soleda have AoE. Orbia, and I'm not sure about Heat. I know he has a lot of single target abilities, but he might have some AoE ones as well. So yeah, pretty much all of the summoners are getting nerfed, especially the original 3, Orbia, Cleave, and Kina. Pretty much all of their skills are AoE abilities. Even, for example, a first skill from Orbia, it might look like it is hitting a single target, but the damage splashes towards all of them. So yeah, it's pretty much nerfing all of the 3 original summoners. For the other 2, it's a bit less, but it's still most likely a nerf. Overall, we'll see how it works out with the units though, because I myself was already a big fan of like single target damage in Battlefield, so ideally it would help me, right, if I played Battlefield. It's just impossible to get Qs these days, but yeah, this will be a very, very big nerf. Next up, we have like small additions or some quality of life changes. Not gonna delve too deep into those, although the difficulty of Hero Raid Abyss Lord Asylum, which is like the last season's mythic raid, it is now a hero raid for like 8 or 10 weeks or something, so it does affect you if you are trying to go for those hero raid leaderboards. It looks like the difficulty of it will be decreased, and I think the main problem with that is not the strength of the units particularly, right, but the fact that it takes long, right? Like you can have more than enough damage for it, but if the raid takes like 5 minutes compared to like 10 seconds for other raids, it really just demotivates me to do these. So yeah, we'll see what they change. I'm hoping they change mostly the time consuming aspect of it, right? And yeah, next up we have the twins transmogs. We have seen images of this before, right? I think in the whole developers live stream they showcase these. So yeah, this is, I believe, the Chakram Dancer, and this will be the Boomerang Warrior. It's hard to distinguish them, not gonna lie. There will also be a new ride, Celestial Seas Whale. Not better than the Ray, fight me on that. And October's White Knight summon monsters will be Light Chicken and Dark Beast Monk. I know both of these units are quite popular, right? Light Chickens, no explanation, it's pretty much everywhere, arena, battlefield, in some cases even RTA, right? Like crazy units. We'll see how it works out, right? I'm sort of thinking myself to summon it because I want to test out the whole bug abuse with just stacking shield instantly. But we'll see. I do have some other units in mind, so we'll see if I decide to summon that. Dark Beast Monk, very powerful with his artifact, and you will get an artifact rate up, I believe, right? A rate up for Beast Monk's artifacts will also be open, so yeah, not only will you be able to get this one for White Knight summons, you will be also able to get the artifact maxed out, right? And a little bit of a teaser for October. So just like the leaks proved, we had these come out like a few weeks ago. Panda Warrior will be the next artifact, and it will be added in the second week of October, which I believe is the 10th of October. That will be the day when the patch happens, and the raid up summon will be open for it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Really small teaser for October. Let's hope they actually provide a proper developer's note early on for October, right? But yeah, pretty cool changes, not a lot of them, but I will say this, I'm very excited to try this out, just because it will be such a big change from the Chronicles gameplay where you rely a lot on your summoner, right? And we'll see how that works out. So yeah, let me know your favorite part of the developer's note, and yeah, peace.